Jai Sachidanand. I bow to pure soul within you. Everybody, Jai Sachidanand. So today our Parayan, deep study on Pratikraman book will continue.
Pratikraman, abridged version, page 91. If a monkey sits on a mango tree and plucks the mangoes off the tree, then your internal state may reach to the extreme that it would be better to chop down the mango tree altogether. You would end up saying this. Now, would speech that is spoken with God as a witness go to waste? Page 92. If the internal state does not spoil, then there is no problem. Everything would settle down. It would come to a stop.
This type of problem arise and somebody may insult not once but twice, thrice, 4 times, 5 times. Then our ego gets upset and intellect also get upset and negative thoughts for that person comes. I should avoid this person, he don't want in my life. So this type of problem for monkey, he has whatever he has done. So our bad thoughts comes up to that we will cut that mango tree. So here also worldly life, any person he is cheating, suppose for money he is cheating once, twice, thrice, then negative thoughts for that person comes. And in the presence of pure soul, these negative thoughts, this in ignorant stage, everything is getting charged. And the next life, when it comes as a discharge, all thoughts will be in action in next life. And then he says, why I am suffering so much, why I have this type of problem, why this person is giving me trouble all the time. But we have charged karma. And that stage comes when so many problems arise, the negative. And sometimes we are not reacting for another person, but self-negativity may take place. I should die, nobody is for me, I don't want to live in this world. So suicide attempt may take place. So this type of, he may not do suicide, but his thoughts are coming such a way. So we have to prepare. Now we got self-realization, I am pure soul. Whatever karmic account comes, I have to finish. Don't see fault of anybody. That will give you a power, energy, awareness. So any type of problem arise, any bad situation comes, still we should not leave our awareness, oh, I am pure soul. Whatever evidence comes, it will go automatically. I want to finish this karma with equanimity. And don't see fault of others, don't blame on others, don't think for negative for others.
These are all certainly our own effects. From today onwards, stop emitting vibrations towards others. Stop having negative thoughts about others in the slightest extent. If a thought arises, then do Pratikraman and wash it off.
This is our Purusharth. And mind may show negative intellect, blame on others, ego gets suffering. So we are knower, and anybody, that vibration reach to any person, negative of any person. Otherwise just bad thoughts are coming, we have to watch, mind showing negative. But it is not touching to others, then it's okay. We are knower and it is object. And if any thoughts for any person, then we have to do Pratikraman. When we do Pratikraman, automatically that vibration will not reach to that person. We are eliminating as soon as it comes out. And Dada says, now we will read.
So, the entire day will go by without vibrations arising towards others. If the day goes by in this way, then it is more than enough. That itself is Purusharth.
So this awareness we have to keep all the time. Any negative thoughts or any bad thoughts for anybody, do immediately Pratikraman and how to do. See inside pure soul, really he is a pure soul. Relatively whatever happens, it is one of the evidence, and my karmic account has given me result. He is not responsible. So this type of thoughts came for that person, that is wrong, I should not do such that. Whatever happened, please forgive me, please give me strength not to think any negative for any person. So like that, when we do Pratikraman, automatically whole day we have to watch this, and any negativity, any negative thoughts, do Pratikraman for that. So we are safe for one day. Every day we have to do such. And by Bhai Agna is also helping for same only. No negative, see pure soul, whatever happen is result of scientific circumstantial evidence. Anybody comes, good or bad person, this is my file, I want to clear with equanimity. So Bhai Agna will help to come in this stage only.
Purusharth, real spiritual effort to progress as the self. After attaining this Gnan, new phases do not become impure. The old phases have to be purified, and you should maintain samta, a state of perfect equanimity. Samta means vitaragta, a state of absolute detachment. The new phases do not spoil. The new phases certainly remain pure.
Because we know I am pure soul. File 1, Chandu is separate. Whatever Chandu is doing is a discharge karma. So previously we are believing that I am Chandu. And due to that ignorance, all phases become impure. Now, new phases will not become impure because of awareness. I am pure soul. I am knower and seer. Whatever Chandu is doing is a result of scientific circumstantial evidence. So, new phases will not spoil. Now, in the ignorance stage, whatever we have involved in thoughts or speech or action, that impure phases, now it will come, and that we have to watch. When we remain knower and seer, that impure phases also become pure and it will dissolve. And our awareness of pure soul will increase.
The old phases that have become impure should be purified. Their purification happens by remaining in our agnas, and you should remain in samta.
So there are 3 stages. First is sambhav, equanimity. So in stage of, when we got this knowledge, I am pure soul, at that time we have not finished discharge karma, anger, pride, deceit, greed, all karmic discharge atom, we have not finished. And we got Gnan and we become separate from all these discharge atom baggage, and we are separate. Now the discharge atom of anger or pride, whatever will come, we have to do Pratikraman for that, and it will go away. So at that time, that this is file 1, So we have to keep equanimity. It is a first stage. Then in higher stage, when we keep whatever some insult come or some negative vibration come or some problem comes, at that time we have to keep awareness. Oh, it is with Deepak, not with me. I am pure soul. So that is called penance, internal penance. And due by keeping that, so we are not involving in any good or bad effect of file 1, and we keep ourselves separate. And we want to try to keep our separation. Oh, it is with the file 1, not with me. And so we are trying to keep that awareness. This is called equanimity, or it is called internal penance. Then we got experience. Oh, whatever happened with file 1 is not touching to me. I can remain free from that all suffering or all discharge effect. And that call is a experience of pure soul, and that will called as a higher stage of equanimity is a samta bhav. So first is sambhav, equanimity, then samta bhav. So we are not applying all this awareness how to keep separation is not in fault. Whatever effect comes is my effect of my causes. So we have to apply all these sentences of Jnana. That time is a samabhav or equanimity. And we are not applying, but we have experience now. Automatically that stage comes. Oh, nobody is responsible. Whatever happened with file 1, I am knower and seer. It is not with me. No suffering to us, no effect to us. We can remain free. That is called samta bhav, or higher stage of equanimity. And further stage, when we remain knower and seer, exactness, at that time the third stage will come. It is called Vitarakta. Vitarakta means absolute stage of no attachment, no abhorrence for anybody, not with file 1 also. Total separate and as a knower and seer. So that is called conduct stage. Conduct. So first is sambhav, samta bhav, and that third is vitarakta. So that is our goal. But we have right understanding, right belief. I am not Chandu, I am pure soul. So from this stage, now our Purusharth will start. By practicing 5 Agna, will come in Sambhav, then slowly higher stage Samta Bhav, and then exactness when come, it is called Vitarakta.
Questioner: Dada, how can the phases that have been bound in this life, prior to attaining Gnan, be eliminated? Dadashri: as long as you are still living, you can wash them away by repenting. However, this is the case only for a certain amount. They will not get eliminated entirely. Nevertheless, they certainly will slacken. They slacken, so in the next life, the knot will untangle immediately upon the mere touch of a hand. Questioner:
Very deep and
if very big mistakes have been made, then by doing Pratikraman, they will get loosened up. But the smaller mistakes will completely dissolve, but the bigger mistakes, some of them may stay in a lighter form for the next life.
And in next life, immediately it will wash out.
In the next life, it does not take any time at all. Immediately, very soon, they will shed off and go away.
Questioner: prior to attaining your Gnan, if we had bound karma that would take us to hell, then we would have to go to hell, wouldn't we? Dadashri: the truth is, this Gnan itself is such that all the karma gets burnt to ashes. The karma vanishes. A person may be bound to go to hell, but if he does pratikraman as long as he is living, then it gets washed off. Page 93. Before mailing out a letter, if you put a disclaimer stating that your mind was unstable when you wrote the letter, then its contents will have no value.
So the Akram science help us to reach that stage also. Any type of bad karma, blunders type of karma made in this life, but when we are aware, oh, this is wrong, I should not do this, and when we do Pratikraman continuously for very bad karma, then in result it will wash out and no lower stage of say animal or hell, that will totally go away.
Questioner: would the karma bound get wiped out through atonement? Dadashri: yes, they would get wiped out. There are only certain types of karma bound that are like double running knots. They loosen up through atoning. Our Pratikraman has tremendous power. If you do it while keeping Dada present, then it is very effective.
There are some examples in the scriptures that if someone hunts an animal and becomes very happy about it, that see, in one shot I killed the animal, then he may even bind karma that will take him to hell. And if he repents after hunting that, oh, I did not do the right thing, I really repent for it intensely, then his hell karma that was bound will decrease and he may get an animal life form instead. And if the same or similar person kills an animal because of circumstances of his family and he himself being very hungry and not having any other options to eat, and he repents that he does not want to hunt but he has to fill his stomach, then he will bind the animal life form, but in a very short way, in a very mild way. The same action will lead to different effects because of the internal repentance. And after doing the same action, if he intensely repents a lot for the same action, then he may even not get the animal life form and instead get a human life form in spite of doing the same action. And if that person meets a gnani or a saint and he advises him to do accurate, intense pratikraman, and he does accurate, intense pratikraman, then the pratikraman has so much power that he may not have any residual effect of that bad action and he may get a normal human life form. The principle is such that after committing a mistake, if you repent for it and not become happy about it, then the liability and the effects of karma and the liability of karma after that action will be completely deleted for the most part.
Next.
There may be rebirth on account of your karma, perhaps 1 or 2 lives. However, after that, you have no choice but to go to Simandar Swami. The force of karma, the account of karma, had been bound in the past. It had become a bit sticky, and it will come to an end. There is no choice there. This is as precise and accurate as the scales of an honest goldsmith. Justice, tremendous justice, pure justice. Haphazardness does not work there. Questioner: does the force of karma...
That's why we are always deciding that I want to clear all sticky files first. So, file may not change, his behavior or action may not change. But for that file, our opinion, negative opinion, or our abhorrence, hatred, that part we can wash out. And from our side, equanimity means no, suppose he is doing bad with us or any negative with us, still our side we want to equanimity. We don't want to blame that person. We don't want to see fault of that person. So our side we can keep equanimity, and that sticky file will not be come in next life, and we can totally free from that sticky file.
Questioner, does the force of karma diminish by doing Pratikraman? Dadashri, it does diminish, and ultimate closure will come about quickly. Questioner, how does one ask for forgiveness from someone who is no longer living? Dadashri, even if they are no longer living, if you have a photo of the person, if you remember their face, then you can do it. If you do not remember their face at all, but you know their name, then you can even do it using their name. Then everything will reach that person.
And by Pratikraman, our mistake will wash out. So no connection, we can free from that person connection in next life.
Page 94, chapter 23, heading, When the mind turns to negativity. Mahatmas have feelings of like and dislike, bhav abhav, but that is discharge, nikali karma. It is not charge karma. Anger, pride, deceit, greed, attachment, abhorrence, and feelings of like and dislike are all discharge karma. They are to be cleared with equanimity. These karma will get cleared through Pratikraman. They do not get cleared automatically. Questioner, sometimes when someone insults me...
So for Mahatmas, we says Chandu is separate, I am pure soul. But in Chandu, what are the things comes? Thoughts, speech, action, then chit, intellect, ego, as well as this all anger, pride, deceit, greed, attachment, abhorrence. Everything, all complex is a file 1 or say Mr. Chandu. And that file we want to clear. Due to this whole karmic account, whatever we have bring from past life, that karmic account will have connection with families and friends and relatives. So this file is secondary. First our anger or pride is there, that's why persons are in contact with us and they will do insult, and our karmic account will finish through that person. So due to our file 1, every evidence and every relations are in connection. So that we are, when we clear file 1, automatically worldly relations also gets dissolved.
Questioner, sometimes when someone insults me, then retaliation within the mind carries on. There is perhaps no retaliation through the speech. Dadashri, we are not concerned with what happens at that time. Oh, even if there is physical retaliation, the worldly interaction is in accordance with however much energy of the self one has. For the one whose energy has manifested completely, even retaliation through the mind comes to a stop. Nevertheless, what do we say? Retaliation through the mind may carry on. There may be retaliation through the speech. Hey, there may even be physical retaliation. If all 3 types of weaknesses arise, then Pratikraman needs to be done for all 3.
So we have not finished discharge karma. So in discharge karma, so whatever comes, So reaction by mind or speech or body action, do Pratikraman.
Questioner. Does Pratikraman need to be done for thoughts? Dadashri. See the thoughts as separate. There is no Pratikraman for them. If very bad thoughts arise for someone, then Pratikraman needs to be done for that.
Any connection of any person, our thoughts are in connection with any person and it is negative. If that person know about this type of thoughts, he may hurt. So that type of thoughts we have to wash out by Pratikraman. Otherwise, we are knower and seer, and whatever thoughts are coming, it will go away. We are knowing.
However, this only needs to be done when it is something that causes harm to someone. If thoughts arise spontaneously, whatever they may be, concerning cows or buffaloes, all sorts of thoughts may arise. Those will actually dissipate through our Gnan. If you see them through Gnan, then they dissipate. Simply see them. Pratikraman is not necessary for them. Pratikraman is only for when your arrow has hit someone. Page 95. If you have come here to satsang and there are people standing around here, then you may feel, why are all these people standing around here? So if an ill intent arises in the mind, Pratikraman needs to be done immediately for that mistake.
So thoughts are mind showing so many thoughts. Every moment thoughts are coming. But for all thoughts, we are not going to do Pratikraman. Only thoughts which hurt others, which see fault of others, any negativity for others, then only that type of thoughts it needs to do Pratikraman.